Serah Williams. The last 2 games, it seems like you've played with a kind of newfound confidence and have looked a lot better out there. Has there been any difference in practice, or what's been the change for you?
Definitely just wanting more for myself and wanting to contribute to the team more, and I know I can do that. And just also, coach says something about how good can you be when you don't have the ball in your hands. So just trying to figure that out, like in the system.
Azzi, can you talk about the new pieces of this team, kind of like a puzzle, and how it's come together, the continuity, cohesiveness that you guys seem to have? Seems to come fairly quickly, only 11 games into the season.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely a work in progress. Our goal is to get a little bit better, build on what we've been working on each day, each practice. And I mean, going off what Serah said, she's played amazing these last 2 games, and you can just tell she looks more comfortable. And I feel like we're really, as it goes on, we're continuing to learn how to play with each other, how to play off each other's strengths, how to play off the ball for the new people, how to play in this new system. So I think all of us, I can say for all of us, that we're happy with the progress that we made, but we still definitely have improvements to continue to make.
Hi, ladies. Your bench is really fun to watch during the games. What does the bench say about your team chemistry so far this year?
I can start. I just think we're like really moldy, like we mold together very well, and we. I'm sorry. It's just really fun, especially being here as a new person, and it's my last year. And I would say everyone on the team individually has made it quite fun, even when you're having a bad day. It's hard to have a bad day here because it's always going to be a couple of people that's going to make you laugh.
For Azzi, what do you feel like is the biggest difference in this team's defense this year versus last year?
I think we started this season off with really trying to make an emphasis of having defense be part of our team identity. It's like, what do we want this team's identity to be? And I feel like that immediately was defense from preseason to now. And I really think defense is like it's effort. And I think that when we go in, we definitely feed off each other's energy and defensive intensity. Like KK, especially when Kaylee comes in, and Blanca came in the other night hot with steals. But I think it's just that like we're all on the same page as well. So when we're trapping, when we're rotating, knowing that you can trust that the person has your back if you go for a steal and miss. So I think trust and trust and like just wanting it more than the other team.
Serah, Strong, Coach said he had a conversation with you about the turnovers at halftime, and then you came out and didn't have any in the second half. Just kind of what was his message to you, and did you feel like it shifted your mindset at all coming into the second half?
His message to me was that I had more than half of the team's turnovers and to not turn the ball over. So that's kind of what I, try not to turn the ball over in the second half and continue to stay focused. So, yeah.
Azzi, kind of going off that last question about the defense, Coach said that it took a very, very long time for last year's team to become a really good defensive team. He then went on to say that it feels a bit ahead of schedule this year. Do you agree with that sentiment? And if so, where do you see it the most?
I mean, I guess. I feel like there's no like real schedule for being good at defense, but I think that it kind of just goes to show like we ended the year being really locked in on defense, and that was all the returners kind of carried that over from last year, and just let that continue and build with all the new pieces we have as well.
Azzi, what do you think of your moldy bench?
I think our moldy bench is a lot of fun, and it definitely shows just how like we play for each other, for the names on our jerseys, and not for ourselves. The way that we get excited, and yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of fun. Just the energy. I feel like the people on the court also feed off the bench energy, and yeah, Khalees, you can always see her on the bench going crazy, I can't.
To that point, just how much fun are you guys having together? It's a totally new group, but how quickly does it just become that where we can
I mean, it's definitely pretty fast. Like, everyone gets along, and I think part of that is, like, when you're at a program like this, like, practices are hard, you kind of go through it, and so being able to then bond with your teammates and go back to the apartments and kind of just, like, relax and take that step away from the court and all that hard stuff we go through and bond over that, and I think it just really brings us together.
Sarah Strong, you guys go back to New York this weekend to play in the Women's Champions Classic. Just what do you like about the event and playing in an arena as big as Barclays?
Yeah, I mean, big fan of the event. I worked in 1 year, so I'm just really excited to be able to play against another good team and continue to get better with my teammates.